I talk to other business owners and they ask me for advice, or how did I do this, or what can I do to increase revenue or sales? And I tell them what I think they should do, and whether they do it or not, it's on them, right? Working at first when you start a business 7 days a week, all day long. Right? You're always on. You can't take a day off. You can't ignore a phone call. I remember one of the first customer complaints that we had. It was 4th of July, 10 p.m., the business line rang. I missed the call somehow and it went to voicemail. The guy was super upset.
Probably doing like fireworks or something, I don't know.
Super upset, fired up because he was getting bit by mosquitoes. I called him back immediately, introduced myself. He said, stop right there. The fact that you called me 10 o'clock on 4th of July, and it says enough. Call me tomorrow morning, we'll figure it out. But having that type of care in what we were doing is super important. So that's the type of drive that someone needs to have when they're starting a business or when they're trying to do anything.
But how were you able to keep that up, that sort of attention to the customer as you scaled that business? I mean,
so at first, we were both doing that. One day he'll be on and I'd be on and I'd be doing the same thing. I've had those calls late at night and I'd call the person back and the customer would be super happy about it. But I mean, you can only do that for so long.
Yeah.
And you hire Margo and the rest of the people, and then you implement implement the same philosophy to them, and that's what they did. Margo would make calls at 10 o'clock at night to upset customers.
I mean, if you're calling somebody back 10 o'clock on 4th of July, that implies that you're also doing it at Tuesday at 10 on a random Tuesday. Is that what you guys were doing?
Yeah.
So was getting back the same day was important to you guys?
I think customer service is important. It's one of the, if not the most important thing. And when you do things like that, it goes a long way. And they'll never forget you for it.
Customer service, having an amazing team, having a good service. There's a lot of things that go into it, but I think that we were able to kind of implement all those things,
I think when people think about good service in our industry, they think about like technically good service. But what you're talking about is, man, it's 4th of July. This guy has a problem. Let's get back to him so he knows we care at the end of the day. So.
Yeah, people can't get in touch with owners or company anymore nowadays.
Yeah.
Landscapers. You can't get in touch with them. Pest control companies. You can't get in touch with them.
Yeah.
You can't get to who you want to talk to immediately. You gotta wait. You gotta be on hold, right? I mean, what was your situation that you were? What was it? Shrimp green or lawn doctor? You were just like, you had to give up. You're like, screw it.
Yeah, it got put on hold, and I had to wait, and then I finally got on somebody, and then all of a sudden the call drops, and you're just like, I just wasted so much time. And then you just say, you know what? I'm not going to use these guys anymore. That's how I feel, at least.
I was talking to Jim McHale once, and you guys know Jimmy. He's like, we just picked up the phone. He's like, we picked up the phone. He's like, I instituted, like, we pick up the phone on the first ring. I don't care if I have my business overstaffed to do that.
Yeah.
Somebody calls, one ring, we answer it. He's like, because then, they just called 5 other people that didn't pick up the phone. You were the guy that actually answered the phone. Right. You're gonna get the business. They're not calling anyone else.
Right. And you're paying for that phone to ring also, right? So if it's not answered, then you're losing money.